This is Robert C. Baker, and this is Robert on Real Estate. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, it's this time of year that we pause to reflect on how much we have to be thankful for. Certainly 2020 has brought many things that we didn't anticipate in 2019. The coronavirus, economic and employment issues, the elections, for example. But still, if we look just a little bit harder, we'll find some things that were positive, both in our national and our individual lives. And while for some, the Dow Jones Industrial Average bursting through the 30,000 barrier today is certainly a reason for thankfulness, I'd like instead to focus on the national and local real estate markets, especially as it's impacted by rising prices, low inventory, and low interest rates. First, rising prices. Today, November the 24th, 2020, the S&P CoreLogic Shiller 20-City Composite Home Price Index was released. I know that's a mouthful, but this index reflects home prices in 20 key U.S. cities, including Atlanta, Boston, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, among others. The index was expected to rise 5.3% year on year, but actually surpassed expectations by increasing 6.57%, showing a strong upward movement nationally in prices. Also today, the Georgia Association of Realtors announced that the October average sales price for Georgia homes increased 18% year over year. Here in the greater Chattanooga area, October median home prices were up 19.1% year on year, with homes increasing in value 12.7% over the past 12 months. You heard that right, nearly 13% higher than last year. Needless to say, this is great news for homeowners who are seeing the value of their homes increase, and for home sellers placing their homes on the market. By way of a dollar comparison, for the greater Chattanooga area, the median sales price in October 2020 was $250,000, compared with $209,900 the same time last year. Second, low inventory. On October the 19th, the National Association of Realtors reported that total housing inventory at the national level declined 2.7% from September and 19.8% from 1 year ago. Available units for sale are at a record low, and 72% of homes sold were on the market for less than a month. Locally, housing inventory, that is, homes on the market, are down 50.7% year on year. At the time of filming, there are 1,248 single-family residences on the market in the greater Chattanooga area. And by way of comparison, there were 3,051 in October of 2019. That means I'm going to have to revise my early prediction of the number of homes on the market in December 2020. Third, low interest rates. Suffice it to say that low interest rates are fueling buyer demand. On November 19, Freddie Mac announced a U.S. weekly average of 2.72% for 30-year fixed-rate mortgages and 2.28% for 15-year fixed-rate mortgages. The government-sponsored purchaser of mortgage on the secondary market reported that rates were driven to a new low due to weaker consumer spending, which accounts for the majority of economic growth. And yet, there's something else affecting the greater Chattanooga area residential real estate market. Want to know what it is? It's increased competition. First, institutional investors, both companies and individuals, both here and out of state, are actively purchasing single-family and multifamily residents for investment. These investors are chiefly looking for properties to rehab and to rent. Second, we see more and more folks moving to the greater Chattanooga area from out of state, whether hailing from New York, Chicago, San Diego, or even as close by as Nashville, Tennessee. These folks, many of whom can work at home online, are finding the natural beauty and the low housing prices, at least in comparison to where they currently live, irresistible. Third, there are more folks, despite the coronavirus, looking not just for primary, but also secondary homes. On November 19, Redfin reported that in October, demand for secondary homes skyrocketed 100% from a year earlier, the fourth triple-digit increase in the last 5 months. So, So, rising prices, low inventory, low interest rates, and increased competition. Those things aside, we still have a strong real estate market both nationally and locally. Sellers are achieving excellent prices for their homes, and buyers are getting great mortgage rates. How long will the current seller's market last? That's anybody's guess, but for now, it's a great time to either sell or buy. If you'd like to sell or buy a home in Tennessee or Georgia, please call me or text at 423-443-1649. Or if you'd like a quick online home evaluation of a potential price for your home, log on to robertcbaker.com. And be sure to like and to subscribe to my real estate channel on YouTube, Robert C. Baker Realtor. This is Robert C. Baker, and this has been Robert on Real Estate.